This is a Wayne 15 News special report.
And breaking into our newsroom, the jury reaches a verdict in the Delphi murder trial. They find Richard Allen guilty of murder and felony murder on all 4 counts. The jurors spent more than 3 days deliberating after 18 days in court, more than 300 pieces of evidence, and testimony from more than 60 witnesses. The verdict just came into our newsroom. Again, a jury finds Richard Allen guilty of killing Abby Williams and Libby German. Let's go now live to Delphi, where Wayne 15's Marcus Truccio has been covering this trial since it started. Let's get the very latest from him.
Yeah, Dirk, so we were asked to go into the courtroom at 1:45 and we waited until about 2:15 for the judge to come in. The jury filed in at 2:19 and was only in there for 3 minutes. Juror in seat number 11 was the foreperson, handed the forms to the judge and she read them off very quickly. Richard Allen, as you just said, guilty on all 4 counts. That's 2 counts of murder and 2 counts of felony murder. Felony murder is murder while committing another felony. So that was murder while attempting kidnapping. The environment in the courtroom was a lot different than it has been, in that about half hour waiting for the judge to come in, absolute silence in there. And when the verdict was read, no reaction from Richard Allen and minimal reaction from his families. Actually, all the families, including the victim family as well. Richard Allen's wife was crying. The families of Abby and Libby, the 2 girls that were killed here in Delphi in 2017, they were holding hands, shedding tears. And then after Richard Allen was escorted out of the courtroom, just a few minutes later, handcuffed, the prosecution could be seen hugging each other, patting each other on the back. There was a line from Abby and Libby's families thanking them for their work on this case. Dirk?
So, Marcus, do we have any indication that anything will be appealed here? Obviously, it's very early. We're just finding this verdict out right now, but a guilty verdict could mean a potential appeal.
You know, there's been a lot of talk of that throughout the trial, and right now it's pure speculation, but the assumption could be that this will go to appeals. What I will say is that they did schedule sentencing for Friday, December 20th, so we could expect that coming down the line.
And then how soon is the verdict, or excuse me, how soon is the jury, which of course comes from Allen County, allowed to then pack up their things and come back home?
That's something we don't know exactly for sure, but their work here is done. I'd imagine they're getting transported back to their hotel right now to gather their things and head on out, if they didn't already do that. I'm assuming they didn't, considering they deliberated for about 5 hours today. They probably have to go back and get their things and go back, because there is nothing else for them to do. They deliberated for 19 hours and they've been away from their families for about a month, and they'll be headed home.
All right, Marcus, thank you for your coverage. We will have much more tonight at 5 and at 6. But again, if you're just joining us, the Delphi verdict is in. Richard Allen found guilty on 2 counts of murder and 2 counts of felony murder. We'll have the very latest for you tonight on Wayne 15, first at 5. See you then.